Hello people, I'm back with another video. Here I want to show you how I did passion fruit buttercream for a cake that I had gotten an order for, and that's just my passion fruit card that I was showing you there. A card is like a custard made out of the fruit. Yeah, so I have margarine. I didn't use butter, I just used margarine. And then I have my passion fruit card. I have vanilla essence there in the bottle, and some icing sugar in the white bowl, and some of it in the paper bag, and still in its pack. Yeah, so the best way to do your buttercream frosting is to use electric beaters. But if you don't have electric beaters, it's okay, you can use the rubber spatula there that I have, but of course it's gonna need some more work on your end in terms of elbow grease. Your hands will actually really do more work. Yeah, so using the beaters, I just beat the margarine just to soften it. Butter works very well because it's more it gives a much better that dairy taste feel to the buttercream. Yeah, so I had to adjust my camera a little bit here to bring the light much closer so that you're able to focus more. Yeah, so I was just beating the margarine to try and get that yellow tinge, that color out, get it more creamier before I add in my passion fruit card and the icing sugar. And maybe one of these days I'll show you how I made the passion fruit card, probably for another cake. Yeah, so just continued beating and then scraping as I go so that I ensure everything is mixed in. And as you can see, the color is already starting to change, so I'm adding my passion fruit card there. Card as in CURD, card. It's like I'd said before, it's like a custard. If you're vegan, when making the card you don't use eggs, but the basic ingredients of having a card is the fruit, the real fruit that you're using. Say if it's lemon curd, then you have to have lemon juice and the lemon zest, but in this case I had passion fruit juice from the fruits, and then I added some sugar, and then I had some egg yolks, and then I put what is this thing called, cornstarch. Yes, and a bit of just water to mix in the cornstarch. Yeah, and that was the card. So I will show you guys how to do it probably in another video. And yeah, the client wanted a passion fruit cake, so I thought what better way it would be to just have some of the card on the icing, to give it just the distinct taste of the icing of the fruit itself, together with having a bit of the filling, or rather the card, in the sponge also. So when I was doing this cake, I think I incorporated the card in everything. In the icing, I incorporated the card also in the butter as I was mixing the cake batter, and also as a sort of a jam on the top of the cakes when I was putting the cakes in, when I was assembling the cake. Yeah, so Now I'm just adding my icing sugar. In that bowl I had put 600 grams of icing sugar, and since I have an electric beater, it's just easier. I start on low. I can just put the whole thing in there and then start on low and just mix in. But if I was using my rubber spatula, I would go in bits. I would really divide it so that I'm able to mix it well. But thank God for the electric beater. It's easier. It comes in handy so much, especially when you're doing frosting for cakes. So as I'm mixing, I don't know if you're noticing the change in color. It's becoming lighter and lighter. The yellow is continuing to disappear. But with this, with margarine, it doesn't really, there's always that it still remains a little bit, the yellowness. So there's a way in which you can counter that. At the end of your icing, you can add just like a teeny drop of purple food color. And I don't even know the chemistry of that, but it works. It sort of brightens that. It takes away the yellowness, that yellow tinge of the margarine. Sort of gets dispelled. Oh gosh, I'm losing words. I don't even know how to explain it. But when you add that teeny drop of purple food color to your icing at the end, it dispels the yellow tinge of the buttercream. That's one way to deal with the yellow tinge. If you want really white frosting or butter icing, is you can substitute and have a bit of margarine and a bit of vegetable fat. That also gives you a white buttercream. So those are the two tricks that I know. In case of any other, please share with me in the comments below, and please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, and also in case there are any other things in regard to cooking or cakes that you may want to know, just give me a suggestion on what you'd want to see, what you'd want to learn. And then that's how we grow, by sharing. So I added a half of the packet of my icing sugar, which was 250 grams. Okay, so I eyeballed my icing sugar, but I'm just gonna guess that it was about 250 grams there, 300. So in total, I would say I used around 900 grams of icing sugar. And then at the beginning, I had I had margarine for 250 grams, and then I had my passion fruit curd that was 200 grams, so that's 450. So 450 with around 900 grams of icing sugar. So I've just added a teaspoon of my vanilla extract. Vanilla just helps everything, just brings things together. Yeah, and I just keep beating just to make the buttercream lighter and lighter and much creamier, and ensuring that it's all mixed in. Yeah, and I think that was it. That's like the easiest kind of icing. The buttercream is the easiest. It's the most basic frosting you can ever learn to do. It's easier than the other ones that are out there, which are more complicated. The ones that use meringues and condensed milk. There's so many out there. But the downfall of this one is that it's too sweet. Yeah, and the others are a bit they're not too sweet. Yeah, so now I'm just sort of trying to get out the air bubbles that are formed already while beating with my electric beaters. There's a lot of air that gets incorporated. So when you're ready to frost your cake, just run your rubber spatula in the icing and sort of just stir, just to get rid of any air bubbles that may have been formed, and then you're ready to ice. So yeah, so that's me finished. Thank you for watching.